Millions of people in the Horn of African nation of Somalia rely on money sent from their relatives and friends abroad in order to survive. These remittances have been the lifeline for many in the country that has been struggling to recover from its failed state status after 2 decades of civil war and conflict. But it is feared that a decision by Barclay's bank to close the accounts of some of the biggest Somali money transfer firms will have a devastating effect on the country and its people. Mohammed Mohamud started small when he moved back from South Africa to set up his clothing and cosmetics shop in the capital, Mogadishu. Over a few months, he's been able to expand and increase his business thanks to his family members who use the money transfer firms to send money every month.
The Habshil helps us with a lot of things. Amongst them is when I want to travel to Dubai for business, to shop for items, it's a must I have an account in a bank, which the Habshil provides.
Across the capital, new businesses, hotels and restaurants have sprouted in almost every corner of the city, financially as a result of the monies being sent back to Somalia from the diaspora, but in large part following the relative peace that now prevails in Mogadishu after the Al-Shabaab extremist group were forced out of the city and other urban towns of Somalia by the Somali National Army, backed by forces of the African Union Mission in Somalia. According to the United Nations Development Programme UNDP, an estimated $1.6 billion is sent back annually by Somalis living in Europe and North America. NGOs also working in the country have had to rely on the same money transfer companies to send money to run their programs. The bank says its decision to close the accounts of approximately 250 money transfer businesses worldwide, including that of Somalia's biggest transfer company, the Habshil, is over concerns of money laundering. The Habshil has sought an injunction to stop Barclays Bank from shutting it down, and the verdict is expected within days. Some money transfer companies in Somalia have been accused of being used by pirates to launder money received from ransoms, as well as being used by the Al-Qaeda-affiliated extremist group Al-Shabaab to fund their terror activities and operations in Somalia and the wider East African region. We talked to a few Somalis to hear their thoughts on the matter.
I feel bad. The Habshil shouldn't be closed down, because a lot of people's livelihood depends on it. They don't have anything and they are dying of hunger, and what people send is very little money, and it's not worth much in Mogadishu. When relatives send little money, like $20, $25 and $50, they use it for coffee. If they were to stop that little money for coffee, then Somalis will suffer.
It's in the interest of the Somali community that the Habshil should not be closed. Why? For example, what if a mother has a child who's blind, deaf or disabled who they send money through the Habshil too? This is money that she would otherwise not be able to receive.
They cannot stop at all. Most of the people, they're going to start starving in Somalia if they stop sending money. People over there that they are in Europe, in North America, Australia, everybody they're supporting their family. No matter minimum they're sending is $100, $500. But I don't know. Some people they say that they're supporting Al-Shabaab or Al-Qaeda. Not everybody's doing that. We're supporting families and we send money every month.
Somalia stands to be the most affected if Barclay's decision comes into effect. Its fledgling government still has a long way to go in providing basic services for its people and rebuilding structures and institutions destroyed by years of fighting.
Most of the Somali people, over 45%, rely on the small remittances by their relatives and friends and families abroad. So that lifeline, as soon as it cuts off, I think it helps those people like Al-Shabaab who wants to terrorize people, who wants to not bring peace and stability in Somalia. So it will have a dire effect to the lives of Somali people. It will have a huge impact on the Somali government's efforts to bring peace and stability in Somalia, and we hope that the High Court will hugely and decide in favor of Somalis.
To deal with the fallout that the Barclay's move will have, the UK government and its Department for International Development, DFID, are working on a pilot project to help develop secure channels to send and receive money between the UK and Somalia. DFID will work with the World Bank to develop mechanisms to audit and train money transfer operators in Somalia over the next 12 months.